Yay. Hello. Welcome. Hey, I want to ask you some questions. If you're feeling like manifesting love is so exhausting and it's just like thoughts of, do I really have to do this much work? Or maybe you're feeling obsessed by it or consumed by it, and it seems like you can't actually have time for anything else. It's just like full time manifesting love. Then you do want to stick around for this because I want to give you a new space for this. And I say space because it really is about how you're being with all of this. And I will tell you that it's not meant to be exhausting. And when you know this and you know what I'm about to tell you, things can lighten up and it actually makes manifesting easier. So, if you're new to this channel, to this page, thank you for showing up. I am so grateful you're here. If we haven't met, my name is Reverend Lunchlady, also known as Love Coach Macy, and I am your favorite unicorn wrangling love coach. And this is your place to learn the consciousness of creating an out of this world relationship. And that is truly key, because I know that if you're here, you're likely not actually having a problem getting a date. If you really wanted a date, you could get that. And you may not think that, but the truth is that part is not hard. What we're talking about is something soulful, more along the lines of having that person who truly is mutually uplifting and where life and love is easier. And I know for many people who come to me that some of the relationships from the past have felt like a lot of work. For me, I would call it the dragging the bag of potatoes feeling, like that kind of relationship where there's just so much to so much work to make it work. And yes, there are places and spaces where even in a conscious loving unicorn relationship that you're going to need to go to some tender places where things can feel raw and vulnerable and maybe even frustrating when you feel misunderstood. But there are tools and practices that you can use when you're in a conscious, loving, committed relationship that help you actually deepen the relationship. So this is all here for you if you know that this is causing a lot of stress. You're, manifesting love is not fun and you want something different. So something that you're not going to hear anywhere else, because I will say that a lot of this is teachings that I've gotten from my 10 years of working with clients from this more spiritual, conscious space where we're doing a lot of deeper inner work to create something extraordinarily different than the past and not just functioning from old habits that are basically fueled by fear and scarcity and not enough and all of that. So that's not the space here. What we're looking at here is relationship as the evolutionary catalyst for your life, and the journey to love is going to be showing you a lot about your beloved and what matters to you. So, what does that mean? So, if you are in an exhausting dating cycle where you're feeling like it's just so much work, do I really have to do more work? I've already done a lot of personal development. I just can't push this anymore. Then pay attention to that. That is a clue. That is the clue that there's something that needs to shift. So the first thing you want to look at is, how is my relationship to me modeling or demonstrating the kind of relationship I would like my beloved to have with me? And I say that because it really is accessing the voice of your beloved. And maybe you're thinking, well, Macy, I don't know who that is. If I knew who that was, then I'd probably already have them. Well, this is something that does take self-awareness and self-knowledge and knowing who you are, what you value, what's fun for you. And when you know that, then you know the kind of person that makes sense for you. And you can even look to some things in your past, although some things about your beloved relationship, your unicorn love relationship, are going to be beyond what you've had before. But there are some evidence, there's some information that you can gather from your existing relationship experience where you say, oh, wow, this relationship didn't work because it was lacking this, which I value. Maybe it's communication, or maybe you didn't align on health stuff, or maybe there was a spiritual religious part that wasn't lining up. There's something that indicated a problem in a way that just wasn't in line with what you desire in life. So then okay, what'd be really fun for me is to be with someone who is all of these things that I know matter to me. So it does take honoring that and knowing who you are and knowing what's right for you. And then your journey to love becomes that demonstration. Your voice to you when you're feeling exhausted, and we can talk about more specific kind of symptoms there, but when you're feeling exhausted and burned out, what would you want your beloved to say about that? So be that. And I already feel some of you getting frustrated, like eye rolling, like, that feels like work too. Well, this truly is a journey for you. This is a journey of you coming back to you, and it is not going to grow from a place of self-judgment, a place of frustration, a place of nothing ever works for me. Any of those kinds of conversations in your head will not actualize into a conscious, loving relationship. So, what can you do right now? If you are like doing the modeling or like performing the perfect example of the kind of person that you would like to have in your life, what would that sound like? How would that look? So if you're super exhausted, if you're frustrated, if you're overworking, if you're, not feeling like you're getting good nutrition, or whatever the thing that is kind of causing the down cycle, then what would you like your beloved to do? And do that. Is it, hearing kind words, taking a break? If you're totally burned out, would you like to hear your person say, hey, babe, why don't you take a rest? Why don't you take a nap, watch a movie, and just recharge yourself right now. Listen to that, because pushing through, making yourself go online and look at people when you're just so burnt out or stressed out is not going to generate anything that you want. So it's up to you. You're the only person who can be that for you. And when you are enjoying and feeling supported by your life, and that takes you listening and making choices in that direction, then you're naturally going to be more magnetic to the thing that which you desire. So it is a modeling, and it is also something to pay attention to. Like, for example, if you're finding yourself obsessing about manifesting your person. So this came up this week, and it was a really huge reminder. So I want to share it with you, is that, like, if you find that you're feeling like you have to think about it all the time, you have to focus on, I have to find my partner, I don't want to waste time, I don't want to do it wrong, like there's a sort of push underneath that, pay attention, because think about your relationship. Like in this example, we looked at the relationship that she desired, and I'm guessing a lot of you will relate to this, which is a relationship where you have autonomy. Like each of you has your space, your life, your goals, and then you have shared goals also. So I really doubt that any of you out there are asking for someone who is actually and literally with you 24/7 and talking at you and meeting you and just like a stage 5 clinger. You know what I'm saying? Like you're really like all the time. So be aware of if you're doing that to yourself as part of this process, because if you are obsessing about it all the time, then remind yourself, oh, that's not the kind of relationship that I'm calling in. I'm calling in a relationship where we feel so happy together, and also we feel like we get to be all of ourselves, and that we get to have our like be appreciated for who we are and what works for us. So this isn't a like grasping for, I have to be independent all the time. It's not really that, because that has an energy of, okay, I don't need anyone. And, you know, look at me, I can take care of everything by myself. That actually backfires in another way, which we'll do a different video on. But this is about really modeling the energy of the relationship that you desire. And I know this is probably sounding a little like woo-woo and out there, but I invite you to trust that there is a part of you that can hear this and that can receive this, because if you're here, it's no accident. And I know that the thing is, we are in new times. We're in new times. We're in the Aquarian age. The old ways aren't working anymore. And even more specifically, if you're here and you are that conscious, creative, smart, professional woman who knows that she wants something soulful and deep and like a power partner in life or a true companion in life, the old ways are not even for you at this point. I mean, you're not going to benefit from a bunch of rules and here's how to get the guy. And that just that's not even relevant for someone like you. For you, you are looking for the personal evolution that you get to have when you're seen and heard by another, but it starts with you being seen and heard by you. And as that cracks open, you are like expanding into your amazing medicine woman superpowers of kind of knowing what you know and that you know, and then you're actually in the field of creation, and you're never not in consciousness. Let's just say that you're always, consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. So when you are present with consciousness, then you can actually be aware of, what is available for you in each moment, and not gaslight yourself. I mean, how many times do we have like a need or desire or an awareness and we're like, no, or we deny it or deprive ourselves, and then we keep kind of pushing ourselves in another direction? That's not the relationship you're probably calling in. Am I right? So look at that. So what's it going to take to be more of the beloved relationship that you are asking for? And sometimes it's just about asking that question. So be nice to yourself. Really start paying attention to the subtleties of how you be with you, and ask yourself, is this what I would like to call in my beloved relationship? And sometimes it's going to be, hey, babe, I'm going to go take a walk by myself. And then you're not thinking about the relationship. Or I'm going to take the weekend and go, camping or something. Like, take space for you, even when you're manifesting your beloved relationship. And it's not creating it. So be kind to yourself, because if you're judging yourself, oh my gosh, I wasn't manifesting right, or I should be putting more focus on it. There is a balance here. There is a balance. There's an ebb and there's a flow, and there's, most importantly, presence with yourself, and that kindness and caring to yourself that allows you to relax and be you, and know that your person is out there, and your person is already here on the planet. Your person is already here. It's already done. You already have the awareness. You already sense that there's something that you desire, which means that it includes this person. So that is done. That's a given. So you don't have to doubt or fear or wonder. That's just don't. Just don't. This is the time to know that as the foundation and go, okay, now I'm going to be the relationship I am asking for, and choose that. So that's our video for today. I hope that was helpful. What do you need? What would make your day feel more loving to you? That's your choice. That's your choice for today. And I'm so grateful you're here, turning on your love vibe with Love Vibe TV. If you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram or anywhere else, please know that if you want all of the videos that I'm going to be doing in this series, then you're going to want to go to Love Vibe TV Macy and subscribe to that channel so that you can get everything, because I'm going to be doing daily videos for at least 30 days. And that's where you can incrementally transform your love life in amazing ways. So come join us, Love Vibe TV. Maybe you're already here. Thanks for being here. Share it with your friends, and we will see you really soon. If you want more info on how to coach with me, go to getsuperloved.com. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.